Hey, Prime Ready back at it again with Gran Turismo Sport, and we have another entry here in Daily Race B. And as you can see from the lobby, there are some A level and even an A plus guy in here by the means of Crispy Cocktail. He later becomes a friend via friend request. So this is a very close race where I and the Medan, Cocktail and the RCZ were gonna be dueling it out big time, and he's gonna be pretty much on my ass the entire race. So let's just see how that transpires here as we did go in here in the Medan as we head into the first corner here at the Grand Prix circuit at Maggiore. Keep it in third around there, go into second, and then upshift to third is a better exit. And you can see how close he is already. I mean, you start pretty close, but we don't really have a gap more than a few tenths already. So as we come to the one of the straightaways before the U-shaped corner, the late entry right-hander, you can see he's right there. He's pretty much between a couple tenths, less than a couple tenths as we head into the. Now you want to keep in third. You could carry more speed, go around 80 and then hit it into fourth as you crest the hill. You use that orange there board, and then I go a little wide, and I could have taken that better, but again, in a race you're not trying to, you know, I would say push the car for all it's worth. You're just trying to beat the guy behind you. So here we go down the back straightaway before the Bates corner. Now he's gonna give me a bump draft. I don't know why he just didn't go for moves. But what I want to show you is his steering inputs, as he is, you know, from his perspective in the RCZ, as he pretty much is, I would say, level with me in terms of, you know, braking inputs and shifting, but he's obviously more experienced, being that he's an A+ rated driver. As we come into the last set of corners here on lap 1, he pretty much backs off here, doesn't want to run into me, which is, you know, cool, because you don't want to get, you know, run off as we head into the long sweeping left to exit lap 1, and we keep the lead, albeit, you know, roughly within, you know, 3-4 tenths as we head start lap number 2. Brake hard. Keeping the second this time, I go a little bit deeper than what it should, but I keep it on the apex so he can't pass. And again, going to third, get a better exit, and try to keep it more narrow here, but again, to keep it in the middle of the corner, sort of carry more speed on the exit here. He goes a little bit wide, and to give you more perspective, you know, he's going to be in that rearview mirror the entire race again. So as you head into the sweeping right-hander again up the hill, keep better exit there as we shift, and then his perspective here as we go into the slalom course. He's going to pretty much mirror me the entire time. So I mean, just look at those steering inputs. They're much more, I'd say, precise than mine. Again, firmly within the slipstream, but he doesn't follow me down the back straightaway for the slipstream. He's going to keep the racing line. I go right to defend if possible, but seeing that he didn't go for it, I take the normal racing line at the end. So we get down that corner, and he's very close, within a couple tenths, if, you know, a tenth and a half, if that. So he's in a, I don't know if he's trying to play me, like, is he trying to size me up, waiting for the right opportunity to pass, or what's going on? But he's definitely gonna keep right there with me, you know, try to. Now I go wide, and I thought that was gonna be a penalty, but as long as your tires are on the tarmac on the right side, I'm pretty sure the stewards don't really mind. Now, did a pretty good exit as we head into the final lap here. And again, he's just, now we set the fastest lap, albeit briefly, when Cocktail crossed the line, he's more than 2 tenths quicker than I was. So why is he not going for the move? Why is he not, going for the race win? Why? It's anyone's, to say. So take this again. Try to keep it consistent. You want to be as consistent as possible. Keep it on an apex. Defend if we need to, but he's not. Now we open it up to around 3 tenths, maybe a little bit less, and we set a purple mark there. So we take that the fastest we ever, that anyone has in the race so far. Again, look for that orange board on the right, and then begin to brake. Tap it in, throw it in to the left, and then keep it around. Now, again, go wide. And he's going to get a big run as we head into the end of the slalom area of Maggiore down the back straightaway. Now he is going to be firmly in the slipstream. He's going to be right within, on my back bumper. Now, why didn't he not go for it? Again, so many opportunities he's had to take the lead, but he just does not do it. And it's just, it makes me surprised that we're even still in the lead, because he is the fastest guy here. He is the guy to beat in this race, but for some reason, we're gonna keep the lead. And this is where it's gonna be really close as we head into the final turn here. Go wide. Might have had some dirty tires there as I go wide. Had to let off the gas, but he's not any closer to where he was. So again, now I thought I took this pretty well as we head into there. Go on the curb, but I go wide, and he's gonna get the better line. Now I'm gonna force him to the wall, force him narrow, and just as we cross the line, we win. We got the win. And look at that margin, 0.034, so 0.03 of a second. And I don't know if you noticed this, but it looks like might have backed off at the very end. Is it camera trickery? Is the way the replay shows as you cross the line, there's no it's auto drive, but that is our 16th win, as you're gonna see here later. And achievement, we got an achievement: pole positions, level 3 completed. So daily race B, victory. Again, 16th win, clean race, pole position, in the Renault Megane here at Maggiore GP. So hats off to Cocktail. He gave me one hell of a race, kept me on my toes. And it's not like I was being, sweating bullets or anything, but man, he's a good racer. So hats off to him again. Props to him for racing me as cleanly and as respectful as possible. So again, you can see his fastest lap as a 2:03.8. So again, hats off to him as we end this race and we go into another race a couple days later at Maggiore again. So if anyone who's playing GT7 and thinking that, well, no one's having competitive races on Gran Turismo Sport, you're wrong. Alright, as we head into race number 2 here, we're going to be starting 2nd place. This is the replay mode for right now, so it doesn't show you the lap times. But so we have the Central or South American driver, Geronimo here, and I just really quick before I get into the actual footage of the actual race, since I did record it, I just want to see his perspective. What's his driving inputs? And as we can see, as we head into the line, before we, did the countdown, you're gonna see something that I didn't know that he would have. So as we start, he's in traction control. Now, what setting traction control is he on? I have no idea, but it surprised me that the guy in the lead is using traction control. And it's just like, are you serious? And as you can see from my perspective, in the same car, I'm not using it. But this one is, again, it's going to be another close race. Maybe not as close in the beginning. Here as he opens up at pretty much, 7-8 tenths margin already here at Maggiore. Now, this is the car to have in this race. That's pretty much everyone is using the Scirocco. So yeah, the Scirocco is the car to beat, but well, the car to have. So let's go ahead and skip forward to where the race becomes a little bit more interesting, yes? So this is where the race really gets interesting as we head further down to lap 1. As he's going to go wide, he's going to carry a lot less speed than I am, and I carry pretty much pushing another 2-3 tenths coming down into the final lap here. Well, the final lap of lap number 1. So he's going to go a little wide, but still maintains this gap, and we're roughly 6 tenths, more or less 6-7 tenths as we head into corner number 1. I'm gonna gain on him again to around 5 tenths now, and he maintains his gap. He gets it back under control as we head into the straightaway here before the U-turn here in Maggiore. And you think, oh well, maybe it's just a little hiccup and he's just gonna pull away. Well, I'm glad you said that. So we hit a purple mark, and this is gonna be my best lap, the best lap I've ever achieved, even in time trial. So let's see the evolution here. As again, see the orange board just beyond that. Now go take it really in to the corner there, almost barely avoiding a penalty, and we gain much more speed than Geronimo here, who is not exactly taking the best racing line. Maybe the traction control is working against him a little bit, failing to put more power down as the opponent's wheels spin. So we go from 6-7 tenths to like 2, and we're really going to be behind this back bumper now as we head into lap number 3, and this is where he makes his biggest mistake. Not exactly here, but again, he doesn't carry as much speed again, and I carry more speed to the corner, and as he goes wide, and I thought that was going to be a penalty, but he avoids that, so do I. But he might have dirty tires here, so he goes way wide, goes onto the grass, and again, I don't know how he kept it in control and not hit the wall. But as we head into lap 3, that's going to be in the lead now as we head into lap number 3 of 3 here in Maggiore. Then, so now we just have to keep him at bay. Again, fastest lap 2:03.307, which is 2 tenths faster than my qualifying time. So slipstream is grossly overpowered in this game, even for Group 4 cars. As we head into the U-turn, the late entry right-hander as we go up the hill. Make a hash of it here. Could slow down just a little bit more, but we maintain the position. Again, you want to look for that orange board right there in the wall, and just carry your braking input there, just beyond that mark. And pretty much, if you did it right, this is flat out. So we pretty much maintain that. We do have to lift a little bit, avoid going into grass, using dirty tires, because we don't want dirty tires. Dirty tires means you can't make the turn properly. And again, this is a battle for the front too. I mean, you look in the course map, it's me and Geronimo, and then the rest of the pack is roughly 4 or 5 seconds farther back. So time's running out for Geronimo here as we head into the final set of corners here at Maggiore. And we're just going to maintain our line as best as we can. Again, now he's going to send it, and we're going to go narrow. He's going to go wide, but he's going to try to do a cutback here. And I go pretty much on the same racing line now. This is where I mess up and almost giving back the lead. I carry too much speed there, and I go pretty much carbon copy way he did the lap prior, but he's not as close as he is, so he's gonna try to pull on the inside, and no, he is not gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done, and as you can see, the margin 0.075 of a second, and we take the win. So race win number 2 in this video. And again, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but that's pretty good, you know. So again, so this is race win number 18, fastest lap clean race at Daily Race B. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and this is going to propel us to a rank in driver's rank, as you can see on the screen here in a bit. So great race. Thank you guys for watching, and if you did, do all the things down below, and I'll catch y'all later.